Okay guys, so we got a new problem, which is, well, I'm gonna be rebuilding a carburetor. Peace. Hello and welcome everyone to part 26 of the FJ45 restoration series. So as you guys seen in the episode before the previous episode, where we replaced the Burfield joint on the left side of the front differential, and it was a general maintenance video. In today's video we're gonna be continuing where we left. Also, if you look closely on this side, the hub assembly is also wet, which means the seal is also leaking. Now we're gonna prevent the problem that happened on the other side and save the Burfield joint by replacing the seal inside the diff. So, which means we're gonna do all the things that we did on the other side to this side just for a tiny seal. Now, without further ado, we're gonna start the disassembly. We're not gonna bore you watching the stuff that we did on the other side. If you wanna watch how to disassemble and change a Burfield joint on this truck, go check the previous episode. We're gonna get you when the disassembly is done. And also, while we're at it, we discovered a special option to this truck that we're gonna talk about when we finish doing the seal. Okay guys, so now we are done disassembly, and as you can tell, there are any sign of grease inside of the Burfield joint. So we saved it. It hasn't broken yet, but it has no grease inside. So all the oil escaping the differential cleaned every bit of grease out of the Burfield joint and out of the hub too. So now we're gonna clean everything up, re-grease everything along with the bearings and stuff, change the seal, and slap them back together. So we're back from the market. This is the old leaky seal, and this is the new one. We're gonna start by pressing this one in. Guys, so now it's time to slap the Burfield joint in. Just like that, the Burfield joint is in and secured and has way more life in it. The grease will save it. A couple of 100,000 miles left. Oh yeah. Okay guys, so now with that done, we finished this side of the differential, and now we can officially say that the front differential is fully rebuilt with all new seals and everything is re-greased. Now, as we said before, there's a rare option on this truck that we found out about, which is this thing. Now if you can tell, this is a special air filter housing because this is a special air filtration system, which is the oil bath system, which uses oil as a bath, and it's beneath the filter. You might soak the filter a little bit. Anyway, it traps moisture and can also go on lakes and stuff. Water won't go through the filter and it traps more debris. So it's a special off-road filter. Well, it's pretty rare because it's a factory option. So we're gonna start by putting some oil in there, down there. Then lastly we pour just a little bit of oil on each side of the filter, each cell at least. Now we got everything buttoned up and finished. Now all we gotta do is slap the air filter cover back on, and the truck is fully maintained. The whole mechanical side of the truck is finished. All the maintenance is done, everything is greased, everything is oiled. Well, it's ready to go on the road. So, that being said, guys, so now we're back with the carburetor issue. Now I think we didn't mention what the car was doing. Anyway, during the test drive, it started a random misfire, and it also started sputtering and stuff and shaking. We took a look under the air cleaner on the carburetor. We found out that one of the barrels is filled with fuel, and it's also dripping a lot of fuel in the carburetor. Which caused black smoke coming from the tailpipe, which means that the carburetor is running too rich on one barrel, not on the other. And also this one is the vacuum operated barrel, so it's the secondary, which means that it should not do that. So we're gonna try to see if there's something stuck in the orifices of the carburetor. We're gonna clean it out using the rag method, which we're gonna see right now. Now we're gonna try to clean the carburetor using the rag method. So as you saw guys, we cleaned the carburetor using the rack method, and the process behind that is you hit the throttle wide open, keep it open all the way, then take a rag or something that you can and choke the carburetor with it, thus creating a lot of vacuum in the system, including the carburetor, pulling any old varnish that is stuck on the orifices or any debris like that in the carburetor that's keeping it from functioning right, pulling it down to the engine and burning it away. So now after doing that, the black smoke that was coming out of the tailpipe is gone, and it's not dumping any more fuel in the barrel of the carburetor, the secondary barrel. I think it's fixed. Anyway, we need to test it some more, maybe do a couple of test drives here and there to see if the problem reoccurs, and if it does not, the carburetor is fine. Now we're gonna do a power balance test to check if there's any, because there's still a little bit of a misfire that might be caused because of the excess fuel that was dumping inside of the engine. I think one of the spark plugs might be clogged up with some black stew from the excess gas. So now we're gonna do the power balance test, see which cylinder is having the problems, and then we're gonna be removing the spark plugs, maybe cleaning them out, maybe replacing them. So as you saw, and if you listen carefully also, you might notice that there's no difference in the sound when you pull the second spark plug, the second cylinder, and the fifth. So I'm gonna be removing those two spark plugs, maybe removing all 6 spark plugs, having a gander on them, see if they have any problems. We'll know that the second and the fifth spark plugs will have problems. We might be cleaning them out, we might be replacing them. Now we can start by removing the number 2 cylinder spark plug. Okay guys, so this is this number 2 spark plug. As you can see, it's all wet with fuel and stuff and has a lot of carbon buildup on it. It's black, so it was running rich. It's not running rich, it's because the carburetor was dumping a lot of fuel inside. So this spark plug was clogged, not running right. So we're gonna clean her out because if you can tell, these are new spark plugs, so it has never been used, probably the time that we have it. So now we're gonna remove the other one and check them side by side, and if they have the same problem, then we're gonna be golden. So, wow, this is the number 1, and it's clean as hell. It has perfect burning. So now I'm gonna set her back in. Don't look at the others, clean those and put them back in. So guys, we might be running a little bit too lean. We might give her a crank on the adjustment screw because with the glasses on I saw it orange, now it looks white. So needs to be orange to have perfect burning rate and perfect burning ratio. So now I'm gonna set her back in, clean those, maybe pull another one out just to make sure. Then we're gonna maybe adjust the carburetor just a little bit. So this is the third one, looks identical to the first, so we know that it's running uniformly, and also that needs to be a little bit more rich. Okay guys, so after cleaning the spark plugs with some sandpaper and then burning them with some gas, I'm gonna soak them with some lacquer thinner, which is gonna be gentle and so efficient. Now I'm gonna be reinstalling the spark plugs. This is the first one. Now installing the second one. Okay guys, so now we got everything buttoned up, everything is installed. Now we're gonna get in and crank it up, see if it has any misfire. Okay guys, so they're done. The FJ45 is running as smooth as it was when it came out of the factory. Now we are finished on the mechanical side. Everything's running fine and smooth. Engine, differentials, drivetrain, everything is good and buttoned up. Brakes are brand new. We also replaced some brake fluid. Anyway, all we have to do now is replace this coolant line and flush the system and drain it out and put some antifreeze in it before it's officially ready for the road. However, that's gonna be in the next video. As for now, we have reached the end of this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below. See you on the next one. Peace.